Good morning. My name's Amanda, and this is the first time I've decided, well, not decided, this is the first time I've actually put practice in to have a go at doing a video. Feels very strange. Been watching a lot of other people do videos. Picking up tips and all that sort of thing. But I wanted to do it because, not to follow the crowd, but to, I guess it's like a lot of other people, and maybe that is following the crowd, is to give people information. And that's probably, and I'm going to bring this down a bit because, funnily enough, all I can see is my face. And that's strange, a bit disconcerting. But anyway, the reason I wanted to do it is because I've got a well-established therapy practice. I have learned so much, like lots of people who want to put their stuff out there, but I've also got things I believe that will really support people's healing. And again, yes, it is a lot of what people do, and while none of us knowingly really want to jump on the bandwagon as such, there is always someone out there really that will be interested. I mean, why would I be doing it otherwise? So I want to introduce my practice, which is Swan Therapy and Wellbeing. I'm based in Canterbury, in Kent, in the UK. I qualified as a hypnotherapist back in 2017. Never thought I would do hypnotherapy or hypnosis or anything remotely like that at all. There's a lot of myths and misconceptions around it still to this day. But yeah, I wouldn't be without it now. And at some point I will sort of explain why. So this is my therapy room. This is where I practice from my home in Chartham, just outside of Canterbury. I also work out of the Thannington Community Resource Centre, or Neighbourhood Resource Centre, which is down the road in Thannington near Wincheap, just down the road from Morrison's for anyone who is living locally to me. And I am a psychotherapist as well. I qualified 2 or 3 years later, so that was 2021 because of COVID, so a bit later than 3 years actually, a bit longer, as a psychotherapist. And that really bolstered my practice in terms of analytical therapy, deeper therapy with people, confidence, not being afraid to ask people more deeper, meaningful questions so they can find their way through their healing process. And that's been just so beneficial as well. So the hypnotherapy did incorporate counselling skills when I qualified and when I was training, and then I subsequently qualified. And then the psychotherapy was that step further, and it was amazing. The journey itself was very, very interesting and far from what I expected, because you go through your own healing process alongside the training. I mean, you need to be able to be in a good place to support people. Personally, I think you need to be in a good place in life, having had life experience. But that can be at any age, really. Some young people that I've spoken to, actually probably quite a few, have had a lot of life experience already, which is why they find themselves in therapy. So then later, after doing hypnotherapy and psychotherapy because I was always looking for something next to do. I love learning. It's like a bug, isn't it? You get it and you just want to keep ploughing away at it. Because learning, you're just like a sponge. If you find it very interesting and you find that you function well with learning and you absorb it well and you go on to use it, therefore you're practicing what you'd learned so it stays with you, then it's so beneficial. So looking forward to the next bit, I decided that, with psychotherapy and counselling, there was a lot of things that people were bringing to me which were quite heavy, as you can imagine, very deep, very meaningful, very emotional, very spiritual. Some of it resonated with me and some of it didn't, of course. But that connection with people is something very, very special. The connection is just amazing, and I'm finding it hard to understand how AI can help with counselling. That's another conversation entirely. You can't beat being in the room with a therapist. You can't beat that. There's a saying that one of my trainers said to me once. It's about that feeling under the floorboards. There's a connection between you and that other person in the room. There's a thread that goes from you to them and them to you when you're on a one-to-one in therapy. Now, of course, there's Zoom and Microsoft Teams and WhatsApp and other platforms that therapists use to connect with clients, and of course, modern living, busy lives. I offer those platforms. So it is about diversifying for me to a comfortable level. Eventually I might embrace AI, I don't know. I've used some of it on my website, so I can't diss it completely. And technology is wonderful. There is a wonderful side to technology and something that we can embrace. Maybe some of us have our limitations with it. I know I do, but yeah, things evolve, things change, people evolve, people change. Perhaps not fundamentally, but people can change. Why do we go to therapy? For change. So next, I embarked on becoming a hypnobirthing practitioner, which has just been amazing. So supporting mothers and babies and birth partners or fathers in classes and one-to-one sessions. Obviously thinking about the more rounded picture as well, with people who suffer from a lot of morning sickness, are very, very scared of pregnancy and birth and feeling sick and becoming a parent, and also trauma, birth trauma, so past experience, and tackling the fears of pregnancy and birth and becoming a parent when a mother is pregnant and she's hearing a lot of negative stories. So we're looking at the fear, tension, pain cycle in hypnobirthing, and we're looking to significantly reduce that by using hypnosis. It's such a wonderful thing. It really is. And, I wouldn't be practicing it if I didn't believe in it, because I don't think you can. The same as psychotherapy and hypnotherapy. You've got to believe in it to do it. Otherwise, it just comes across as, you're just going through the motions. It wouldn't work in my eyes. So I believe in what I do. I trust in what I do. And I've adapted what I've learned to my way of working. I do think that's really important. Swan therapy and Wellbeing used to be just Swan therapy. Since incorporating and practicing the hypnobirthing side of things, I wanted to give that more well-rounded approach, because I've also been looking at how hypnosis can help people in other ways other than habits, phobias, like stopping drinking or reducing drinking alcohol, stopping smoking, all of those more sort of traditional approaches with hypnotherapy and hypnosis. I've been looking at how hypnosis can help people with their regulation in their body, emotional regulation, blood pressure, the physiology side of things, the psychophysiology of using hypnosis. And that I've been doing for a while, not explicitly. I've got a master's degree, and I want to go on to do a PhD. I've also got a bachelor's degree. So my bachelor's degree was in psychology. My master's degree was in criminology, which might be a bit of a surprise, but I believe at the time that I was going down the forensic psychology route, and then sort of found through research what the Ministry of Justice was doing with their policies and how prisons were changing or not, how young people were being treated, etc., and how all that fits into society. So I didn't really want to go down that route at that time, but always for me, emotionally supporting people in their time of need. That has always been the fundamental practice of what I do and what I have done ever since I was in my mid-20s, when I decided, after becoming a mother for the first time, that I wanted to do something more meaningful in life as a career, so it didn't feel like such hard work. And it doesn't. Yes, this is something you need to practice and take care of yourself in, of course. It is something you need to stay up to date with training with. But actually, I enjoy it. I enjoy it so much. I enjoy working with people. I enjoy the challenges. I love people. I love working with people. Even through the difficult times, you know, I tend to have that either surrender and how you're going to take care of yourself in a difficult time, or how can we use this as a challenge? What can we learn from this? So my approach is quite, I would like to say, holistic. It's holistic in my way that I've adapted my practices. I do want to go on to do research. I don't know how that's going to take shape at the moment. So that's a little bit about me. I'm very proud of my practice. I'm very proud that, and grateful. I mean, the gratitude is huge that I've been able to practice what I love. I've been able to find that I do it naturally well, and I enjoy telling people about it in a way that I feel is going to be useful to them. And every person that I meet pretty much teaches me something. All my clients, they teach me stuff, you know. I would never want to say I'm an expert. I just don't feel that is the case. In what I do, I'm well practiced and well experienced. Of course, there's always someone more experienced than you, but I'm open. I'm open to talking to people about what I do, changing things if people need that within their sessions, or, you know, by my supervisor. I have regular supervision. I'm insured. My practice is private and confidential. Records are kept privately and confidential, are stored safely, and yeah, yes, I like to promote my business, of course I do, but money, of course we need money to live, but money is the secondary gain from this, because I always believe if you follow your passion, you follow what your heart tells you, that money will flow, and if you're doing what you love, it comes through, as I said before. I have a spiritual part to my practice, to the way I work. Not everybody knows that, and I will only disclose that to people who express an interest in that. So I do tarot, I work with intuition an awful lot. That's what brought me into this way of working and living in the first place. I like to live how I practice. Sometimes I fall out of that and have to say, come on, let's get back into that, because it supports the whole therapeutic ecosystem. My personal therapeutic ecosystem is about doing tarot readings for myself. It is about saging my house. It is about putting salt down on my doorstep, back and front. It is about going for walks in nature and meditating, doing self-hypnosis and getting regular rest, eating the best I can. And we can only do the best we can, Perfection isn't achievable. We're human beings, and the human condition makes us fallible. So this is a bit about me and my practice. It's the first time that I've done it. Might have started off a bit rusty and wasn't sure quite where it was going to go. But I sat in the garden in the sun with my coffee and I thought, it's the right time. Let's go do this. See what happens. I'm going to be doing some hypnosis scripts to put out there. I do that anyway with the hypnobirthing. Mothers benefit from listening to those through their birth, through their pregnancy and after. And perhaps next time, whenever that will be, whenever it comes to me that it's time to do it, I will just take some time out, jump on here and do an impromptu video just like this, so it's natural. It's natural. I'm in my natural space. I'm being as natural in myself as you will ever find me within the realms of the therapeutic environment and ecosystem, if you like. And yeah, I look forward to the next time it resonates with me that I decide to come in and do a video. So, not making it regular, just doing it when it's right, when it feels good. So I'm going to leave it there. You can contact me. I'll probably put details. I don't know if it's going to go on YouTube. I don't know if it's going to go on my website, probably both. But there will be contact details somewhere. If you want to contact me and have a chat, that's fine. Best to make a regular or make a specific time, not a regular, but a specific time, so I'm not with clients, and then I can give you the time that you need specifically to you, so we're not interrupted, so we can have a chat. If you want to ask me questions, if you want to book an appointment, if you want to have an initial consultation, then I can allow a bit more time for that. But you can contact me by text message, WhatsApp, email, phone, leave a voicemail. That's always okay, and through my website. But I'm going to put those details below, so it's all contained and safe on there within the realms of the platform. So thank you. Thank you for being with me today. Thank you for joining me with this resonated impromptu video. And I'm going to sign off and stop now, and I'll catch you another time. Take care. Bye bye.